So why organizations use Six Sigma? To understand this, we have to go into some details. We have to understand the concept of cost of quality. Now, cost of quality concept was first coined by Mr. Philip Crosby, one of the very well-known quality guru. He said, if you want to measure the quality, the only way is to measure it in terms of cost. Now, cost of quality typically has two major components. One is cost of conformance, another is cost of non-conformance. Cost of conformance is also called controllable, and cost of non-conformance is also called resultant because it is dependent on other activities. Cost of conformance again can be bifurcated into two other parts: prevention cost and appraisal or verification cost. Cost of non-conformance can be converted into two other parts called cost of internal failure and cost of external failure. Together it can be also referred as a cost of poor quality. Now, let us understand this in detail. Now, cost of prevention is any cost that an organization incurs to prevent poor quality. Example, if your organization is organizing some trainings, if you have suppliers, you go and audit your suppliers. All these activities are called cost of prevention. Cost of verification or appraisal, any cost that an organization incurs to verify whether the quality is okay or not okay. In cost of verification or cost of appraisal, the examples are, in case of manufacturing, there are various level of inspection and testing that happens. In case of service industries, there is a review and audit. So all this will fall under cost of appraisal or cost of verification. Now let us go back to cost of internal failure and external failure. In cost of internal failure, basically is any cost that an organization incurs before the product or services are delivered to the customer. So let us take an example. Say for example, in your company, if something is checked, verified, and then you come to know it is not acceptable, what do you do with that? You redo that thing again, rework on that again. That cost of redoing or reworking is called cost of internal failure. Cost of external failure, any cost that an organization incurs once the product or services are delivered to the customer. It has reached to the customer and still the customer is not satisfied with it. He is dissatisfied with it. What do you do in that case? You either do some servicing, you give some discount to the customers, you have some warranties which you have to bear, you give some free of cost spares. These are all examples of external failure cost. So when we put all this together, cost of prevention, appraisal, internal failure cost and external failure cost, all put together we say it is cost of quality. So let us look at some of the examples of cost of quality. So we start first with the cost of prevention. So example of cost of preventions are like analyzing the customer requirements, planning for quality, process control activities, quality audits, supplier training, supplier evaluation, internal trainings. Cost of appraisal, examples are like inspection, testing, monitoring activities, maintaining the test equipments. Cost of internal failure examples are scrap, rework, any cost that is incurred for failure analysis, reinspection and retesting activities. And cost of external failure examples are paying warranty cost, providing help desk, non-billable consulting time, cancelled licenses or orders. So these are some of the examples of cost of quality.